Welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I'm going to talk to you of another underrated film. It's actually my first time watching this movie, but I've known about it for whew, whenever it came out in 2009. And I remember seeing it was had its nomination back then. Quite frankly, I haven't heard much about the film after that, but yeah, this is called The Messenger. It's currently available on Tubi, starring Ben Forster, Woody Harrelson, Samantha Morton, and with Steve Buscemi. And it's a story about a soldier, an American soldier, who is assigned. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a casualty notification squad or team where you have to go around and inform loved ones in person of of their loved ones, families. They go to their families to inform of their loved ones who served in the military have passed on, and you see the emotional dilemma that he has to uh, Ben Forster and Woody Harrelson, what they have to go through mentally to inform people about their loved ones passing who served, and while he's doing this assignment, he suddenly falls in love with one of the um, people that he had to deliver that message to, and tries to secretly form a relationship, which he ain't supposed to do it, but he does it anyway. And it's wow. This is a very emotional film. Not sure if I would say challenging, but it is a okay, yeah, I'll say challenging. This is a film that I would say it's pretty emotional. It it really kind of makes you put yourself into these characters' shoes, and it literally makes you think, what if I had to do this? If this was my job? What if I had to um, go to these people and inform them of their loved ones passing? And and it's honestly, it's really one tough scene after another when uh, Woody Harrelson and Ben Forster have to do that, and it's quite heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see that, and you really believe the trauma, the impact uh, that these people have to experience learning that their loved ones have died in the military. Uh, Woody Harrelson's character, he's been doing it for a while, but he's kind of that character that really kind of just stuck with staying stationed this um, in this uh, uh, kind of job, and he kind of rolls with it. So he kind of sets himself kind of like a little program, a little diagram of how he wants to break things down. And Ben Forrester is a guy who dealing with his own personal issues, and then just got back from him almost being KIA, which impaired his eye, which his eye is damaged, which it gets referred to a little bit into the film. And you see him trying to ease away from a certain dilemma and then gets thrown into this, and he just doesn't know how to adjust until he slowly feels like, well, on the job, you can't really have any emotion. I mean, I can only imagine um, what these people have to go through. I mean, and the soldiers having to deliver the tragic news of uh, the families. I can't imagine that. I can only imagine it's tough day in and day out. You know, I can't. Uh, that's tough. Uh, Performances are phenomenal on every ground. Um, Honestly, I've watching this film makes me miss the independent films from eras of like 2004 to 2012, where there was a lot of more personal stories. Not specifically just with war, but I'm just saying there was a lot more personal stories that felt more common being released in theaters. I feel like we got more of those, and now we don't get enough of that. But beside the point, um, this film here, it was a pretty damn fine good movie. Um, I did root a little bit for Ben Forrester's character because his character also with Woody Harrelson's they are they have to be a certain way to try to not get too emotional or have a trying to control their emotions, but to the point to where, from my perspective, they feel connectionless with other people. They're having a tough time and they're venturing out trying to have these connections, maybe even act like a tough guy to try to pass it on and, talk about getting laid and scoring a lot, most particularly Woody Harrelson's character. But you could see that there's a lack of true connection that these two characters have that they desperately do want, and they do try to reevaluate what was the point of their time serving um, in the military. Um, but it's something seeing these guys go door to door and having to deliver that message. And I'm gonna tell you, each scene just gets tougher and tougher to watch. There are quite a few scenes that just makes you just wow. It's just wow. That's all I have to say. And wow in a not in a good way. It's it's a tough film to watch. They don't take this stuff lightly. I did not know Steve Buscemi was in here. He has two scenes, and he's one of the characters who gets delivered the tragic message of his loved one in the film. Uh, we see him for two scenes, so it was surprising to see him he in the film, and wow, I don't know. I mean, you know, his scene was good too. Uh, it's currently available on Tubi. I do recommend checking this out. If you know, I do recommend checking this film out. Movie came out 2009. Uh, I do remember the film getting a nomination. I think it was Woody Harrelson getting the Golden Globe nomination. I don't think he did he win. I'm not sure if he won. There was actually quite a few scenes. There's actually one of my favorite scenes is the one of the last scenes of the movies between him and Woody Harrelson and Ben Forrester, where they kind of have a personal moment of reflecting their time, um, just their personal thoughts of how they really feel about their time. And Ben Forrester, what he reveals is a little bit shocking, and it does kind of get you to reflect on things. Do check this movie out. I highly recommend it. If you have seen The Messenger, comment below. Let me know if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.